Greetings, everyone. This is Rock and Roll Spot Convention with the Weekly Comic Roundup. We've got a few more DC books this week, so to kick things off with JSA Society of America number 10. So, in JSA, Huntress, the Helena Wayne of an alternate future, has been is stuck in on Earth. Not entirely sure which designation they're going with for at the moment, but the primary DC Earth. Since the reality she is from no longer exists. In that reality, she was a member of the JSA, but this JSA was populated with reformed villains, and so she's convinced the JSA to basically recruit those same villains, and so and also some of the forgotten Golden Age characters have been reappearing. The Golden Age Red Lantern, for example, as well as his daughter. So, most recently, they've recruited the mysterious Golden Age Legionnaire, or encountered at least. His name is Mordred. Yes, he's that Mordred. So the issue opens with the Legion of Substitute Heroes debating whether or not they should, maybe they got things wrong, and that maybe they should talk to the Legion. In the present, the JSA are dealing with Gentleman Ghost, who was actually one of the members of one of the reformed villains of the Justice Society lineup that Huntress was a part of. But the icicle ends up destroying the orb that Gentleman Ghost is holding threateningly, and unleashing Stir. Yeah, that Stir. But Legionnaire has an idea. Draining Hawkman's life force and transferring it to Gentleman Ghost. Hawkman is resurrected, but Stir is once again banished, and the undead army he was controlling is no longer a problem. Later, the JSA they aren't happy about this. Some of them are reflecting on the fact that they have had issues with they've had bad run-ins with Mordred's older self. The basic idea with Mordred is that he is aware of his future and wishes to prevent it. But the JSA apparently vote, and Huntress talks privately with Legionnaire during the vote. He realizes, and he realizes he did make him. He should have figured out a different way, or at least figured out a way to, or informed Hawkman of his plans, or tried to. Basically, he should have tried to figure out a different way to to stop Gentleman Ghost. But Mordred is welcomed into the JSA, in part because Mr. Terrific is it believes in second chances as does the JSA. And there's enough fairness in the world. There's not, as he puts it, there's not enough fairness in the world anymore. So they're going to make it official that Mordred is a member of the JSA. As this occurs, though, there's a brilliant flash of light, and the Legion of Superheroes shows up. And I'm not just talking like, a few members. The entire Legion. Informing the JSA they can't let them do what they're going to, what allow them to, let Mordred on the JSA. They're prepared to take Mordred from they want Mordred turned over to them, or they're going to take him from them. And that is where the issue ends. Yeah, it looks like next issue is going to be a fight between the JSA and the Legion of Superheroes. Moving on to our next book, we've got Birds of Prey, number 11. Currently in Birds of Prey, the birds have are trapped in a pocket dimension under the control of a woman named skip the page. A woman named Maya, who's from the future, and blames Barbara Gordon, as well as the Birds of Prey, for the death of her mother. Maya's sister, Selah, is traveling with the birds as well now. And so they end up on in a part of the pocket dimension that has dinosaurs. Vixen is along, and apparently Vixen is can't connect to the red. Basically can't use her powers. So the birds managed to get to safety after a scuffle with some dinosaurs, and figure out what to do. Barbara is also in this part of the pocket dimension, but she's imprisoned her prison is in a rock face with a sheer drop. Back in not the pocket dimension, Black Canary's ally and actually member of the birds, Meridian, has called John Constantine and Zealot to help out, or help figure out how to get the birds back. And yeah, it's going about as well as one could imagine. But Constantine's got an idea, which is likely going to be extrapolated upon in the next issue. But Dinah talks with Vixen. Vixen basically says she needs some space to get, back in touch with the Red. Then Dinah tries to figure out why it is that the pocket dimension is supposedly based on Sin's experiences, but they're in a dinosaur world. But she manages to figure it out, and Vixen manages to reconnect to the Red, and the next portal opens up. But before they can make their way there, they encounter Maya. Dinah tells the rest of the birds to run while she confronts Maya. However, Vixen pops up, taking on the qualities of a prehistoric flying dinosaur, rather a flock of them, and saves Dinah and tells Maya to take them to Barbara Gordon or die. And that is where the issue ends. Good issue. A lot of moving parts. It's the middle of the story of the arc, so things are beginning to, in narrative, things are beginning to go more in the hero's way. So, moving on though to our next book, we've got Poison Ivy number 24. So, Poison Ivy, recently, Slaughter Swamp has become first off, she basically discovered that Flornock Man, Jason Woodrue, had been regrowing himself inside her. Then we've got the Lamia zombies are made their way to Slaughter Swamp, and it seems that Ivy's got to sacrifice herself, which she's done. And so Ivy, Croc, the CEO turns himself into a plant, and Grundy and Janet from HR are mourning Harley, or Ivy. But Grundy has an idea. They're in Slaughter Swamp. And so Grundy takes Ivy into the swamp, and Ivy communes with the Tree of Life. Basically, it's told, basically quit screwing around, and definitely quit screwing around with mushrooms. And so she's good with that. Ivy comes back. and everyone's happy. Janet from HR kind of has a bit of a breakdown and basically explains that tells Harley about when Janet and Ivy slept together, and tells Ivy about Harley kissing Janet from HR. And they basically say, okay, yeah, Ivy states that she should have told Harley about a month ago. Ivy also says that I was going to tell you, but it was never the right time. But all's forgiven, and Ivy and Harley promise to tell each other stuff, even stuff that hurts. And so everything's working out. Seems that Janet's moving into her own place. Grundy and Croc are, enjoying just living at Croc's place in the swamp, and I discovered a town in the swamp that wasn't there before. And that is where the issue ends. I have to admit, I was surprised reading through this. It feels like a final issue, but it's not. It's continuing to go on, and yeah, I'm happy about that. But the way the issue worked, the way the dialogue's written and whatnot, it feels like, yes, this is. It feels like it's going to be, the final issue. But no, we're gonna keep chugging along. I'm happy about that. So, moving on though to our last for the moment, we've got Boy Wonder #3. It's a Black Label book, focusing on Damian Wayne Robin. There's basically each issue having a slightly connected tale of Damian working with the one of the other Robins. Dick in the first one, Jason in the second one, and this issue, Tim. But there's a framing device for it. A bank robber and his hostage in hiding out, just killing time, while the bank robber figures out what he's going to do. And so the bank robber, honestly, the bank robber, it seems he's just made some really bad decisions, and it seems that the stories that he's being told are all related to what they've been talking about. So the meat of the issue, Tim and Damian are taking Bruce Wayne's place at Penguin, or at Oswald Cobblepot's mayoral inauguration, at the after party. He has statues of the Justice League in the place, though someone removed the head from Batman. Also in attendance are Maxwell Lord, Veronica Cale, and Lex Luthor. But Tim makes a point of schmoozing with the Penguin and Lex and everyone else, but and Damian is growing irritated and tries to deal with to look at figure out some. There's also some kidnapped, some missing people that so Damien's trying to find them. Makes it through the air vents, finds the kidnapped people, the missing people, kidnapped in chambers around the Lazarus pit. And a demon that Damien's been dealing with in each of the stories so far, very nearly springs a trap for Damien, but Red Robin is there to help, and so Robin and Red Robin deal with the demon, at least temporarily. However, the demon, while escaping, tries to make off with the missing obviously kidnapped people, teleport them, and so Damien and Tim do what they can to make sure that they can't be absconded with. Also, Tim removed the head from of the Batman statue. And it also imparts one of Batman's lessons, basically stating that him basically being all socializing with the various people. Tim says it's a trick that Batman taught him. Become what they want you to be. What better way to get their secrets? But you have to be careful. In a den of thieves, it'd be easy to just comply and reap the rewards. It's important to always remember what your values are, so you don't lose yourself in who they want you to be. And well, Damien's like, oh well, I need to be better. But so Damien ends up having to dive into the Lazarus pit, and he's also dealing with the person that he beheaded when he first was brought to Gotham. That's weighing on him, but while making his way through the pit, he sees the I guess ghost of his beheading victim before coming to in front of his grandfather, Ra's al Ghul, and that is where the issue ends. It's a fun miniseries. I'm fairly certain that the hostage is Damien, but not sure to what end. But anyways, that's gonna do it for now. As always, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Links to my Facebook, Twitter, or X, how you want to call it, Blue Sky, Instagram, Mastodon, Patreon, and PayPal can be found in the description box down below. This is Rock and Roll Smock signing off saying, live long and rock hard.